I acknowledge we're here on the land of the amazing, resilient Kaurna peoples today. And I thank Uncle Moogie and Jakira Telfer for the tremendous, generous welcome to country. And I want to thank the Prime Minister for setting the date and setting a leadership standard for change. Thank you. There's so many other people in this room I want to thank, but there's no time for that. But you know who you are, and I wouldn't be here today without you. I'm honoured to be here today, to be part of this moment of significance, because every so often a defining moment comes along. A moment that teaches us profound truths about ourselves and each other, and in this case, about our nation. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and other Australians have been talking about this moment for a long time, and I mean a long time. My first crack at speaking about constitutional recognition came along when I was talked into speaking at the National Press Club in February 2013 on behalf of the Recognise movement. And back then I said, there comes a time in the life of every nation when it must put right the injustices of the past. A time to say no more to exclusion and prejudice. A time for us to be our better selves. A movement is growing to recognise the long and impressive first chapter of our national story and banish the lingering absence of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples from our Constitution. For remaining silent about the long and impressive first chapter of our national story, of this land, we are saying one or two things. Either this chapter didn't happen or that it is unimportant, and we know both of these things to be patently untrue. History is calling us. It is urging us to finish the work of 1967, when more than 90% of Australians voted yes. We answered that call unequivocally, emphatically. We were not daunted by the fear of failure. We believed in each other. We believed that Australians would opt for inclusion over exclusion, and we did. Now this generation has to complete the task. We're fortunate that the great 67 generation is with us yet, in spirit and body, and they guide us still. This is an historic moment in a long journey towards justice and recognition. It is a journey that long predates the Constitutional Convention and other processes that culminated in the historic Uluru Statement. But it was the Uluru Statement that gave shape to the ambitions we now seek to have reflected in our Constitution. The Voice proposal comes from Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians. The Voice, however, goes beyond a seat at the decision-making table and acknowledging Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples as the first peoples of Australia. It's bigger than that. It is an opportunity to celebrate and unite, as the Prime Minister has said, to make a great country even greater. An opportunity like this is not only historic, it's also rare. Today we have the Prime Minister, parliamentarians across the spectrum and community organisations throughout the nation coming together to say it is finally time to recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in our Constitution. Time to listen to the voices of communities on the problems they face and the solutions they need. Time to build a better future for all Australians.